A second and important recommendation that we make on the fiscal management is the use of the Citizenship by Investment Program funds. Here, we have the following recommendations to all of our countries. First of all, we say, be transparent by publishing all of the flows, the ins and the outs of the fund. We believe that's extremely important for people to know how much is collected, how it is spent. So we welcome the efforts of the government to establish in the budget, in the last budget, specifically how much is coming from CBI and what it is being spent on. We think that's important. And we also believe that we've suggested a template that can be used to publish this information on a regular basis. So anybody here, home or abroad, can see this information and understand what is happening with the program. We also recommend the following. And here's why. None of us knows how long the CBI will last. We hope it will last for a long time, but we really don't know. Right now, Dominica is doing well on it in terms of collections, but who knows the future? Many of our countries now have such a program. And so we say, be prudent by not using the money for recurrent expenditure. Don't use it to pay wages and salaries. Don't use it to pay light bill. Don't lose, because when you do that, if the funds stop, you're in trouble. So what should you use it for? To pay down domestic arrears. If you owe in local suppliers of goods and services to government, local small businesses and so on, pay them, use money to pay them. If you have foreign debt, pay them on that. Ms. Harris, or country economist, was explaining to me that in the budget, the government is actually taking CBI to fund a number of things for Erika recovery, which is good. That makes sense, because instead of borrowing, the government is using CBI. That makes good sense. We also say use it to fund critical infrastructure. Clearly, in Dominica, post-Erika, there is needs for roads and bridges. We also know that the government is going to use some for geothermal development. We believe those are good uses of CBI. And then we also recommend the establishment of a resilience fund. And we welcome the statement by government in the last budget to set up a resilience and vulnerability and resilience fund as part of making Dominica more resilient. We think that's absolutely important. We live in a neighborhood in the Caribbean where we do have natural disasters. We also have economic shocks. Many of them are beyond our control, and therefore we need to be in a position to weather those storms by building resilience. So this is a very important recommendation.